What's up, guys? It's Jay, more than after kill, and I'm back here on Gotham City Impostors using my Ninja Smoke Bomb Speedy Persuader class. And you're gonna be like, goddamn, Morning, that is a lot of shit to say in one fucking sentence. And you're goddamn right it is. But for those of you that are coming to my channel from Machinima Respawn that saw my video today, welcome to every single one of you. I do all types of weird fucking games, so, you know, if you don't like that, whatever, but if you do like that, you know, sit down, pop open a beer, and have a good time. But what we're talking about today is a follow-up video, and I don't like to do follow-up videos, but yesterday was a really dear to my heart subject, and because I cannot stand child molesters in this fucking world. It is disgusting. And what we're talking about is the Texas man who, right before Father's Day, was having a barbecue at his house, and a 47-year-old man he found in the bushes molesting his 5-year-old daughter. And the guy that did the killing is 23 years old, actually, and he found a guy on top of his daughter with his pants down, her pants down, and he was trying to bump uglies with a child, which is disgusting. Utterly fucking disgusting. So he beat the guy, and he beat him to death, and the guy died right there on his property. Now, what we don't know is exactly what happened, but now we do, because CNN has released a lot of news about this today, and I was reading it because I'm really interested in this story, because I don't think that somebody that kills a child molester should get in any type of trouble. We'll talk about that in a minute. But what happened was, this guy called 911 after he killed the man, and he was frantically screaming into the phone, "Get an ambulance here, fucking get an ambulance here, this guy is gonna fucking die." Like, he knew what happened. It was a crime of passion. He didn't fucking, like, it's not like he planned it out and went to his house and fucking, you know, tortured or murdered him. No, he just beat the shit out of the guy, and the guy happened to die. So, you know what? That's fucking, you know, that's exactly what I would have done. I probably would have taken it a step further and, you know, probably maimed the guy a little maliciously, which is, you know, terrible. I know it, but, you know, if you fuck with a kid, or, I don't even care if it's my kid. Well, I do care if it's my kid, but I don't care if it's any kid. I don't want to personally know a child molester, and if I do, then I'm probably going to whoop your fucking ass, because it's just a fucking, it's disgusting, dude. It's really disgusting. But anyway, CNN said they refuse to bring murder charges upon this guy. You know what? I'm gonna stop for a moment and give a round of applause to the legal system of America for finally getting something fucking right. So let's give it up. Let's give it up. That's right. Let's give a big round of fucking applause to the American legal system for finally fucking getting a case right. This man is not going to be brought up on murder charges, and rightfully so. He should not be brought up on murder charges. This man was not only caught with his pants down in front of his child, but it was on his own property. Disgusting act. He probably could have gotten away with a lot more, with probably, like, you know, really fucking, you know, doing a number on this guy and leaving him. He probably could have cut off his dick and, like, you know, sliced up his face a little bit and left him alive to fucking suffer for his entire fucking life. Because a lot of people said, and I'm going to quote somebody that left a comment on my video, death is too good for that man. I'm going to say it again. Death is too good for child molesters, and hell is too good for child molesters. There has to be a special area of hell for fucking child molesters, to where I don't know exactly what type of atrocities will occur there, but let me tell you, it will be fucking, you know, hell to pay. Exactly what they mean by, you know, hell to pay. But yeah, I think it's great that the American legal system did not bring murder charges up against this guy, because even if they did, it's a losing battle. I mean, do you really think that there is going to be, you know, a jury of your peers in America that is going to fucking convict you after fucking killing the guy that you just caught raping your fucking daughter? No! No, there is not a goddamn jury in the world that will convict you. I don't care what you say. You can say, oh, well, you know, right's right, this, that, rat-a-tat-tat. No, there's no jury in the world that will convict you of fucking killing a guy that, you know, raped your daughter. And you caught him. You caught him in the moment. It's not like the guy, you know, it happened like a year before, this guy planned it out, went to his... No, he, like, literally caught it in the fucking moment, and he went and, he murdered the guy. He just beat him down with his bare hands. And hats off to this guy, because this guy is like, he's an American hero now. There is so many people across America that is supporting this man. And you know what? It just, all those videos that I do of like, the fucked up news and people chewing people's faces and zombies out there and, kids getting yelled at because they have autism and shit like that. Out of all the fucked up shit that happens in the world, something like this comes by and it just makes me, it reaffirms humanity for me. Because right now, there's not a lot of things in the world to actually look forward to and sit here and be like, yeah, this makes life worth living. Especially when you hear about people that are fucking, being murdered on a daily basis, or fucking, have really terrible things going on, like child molestation and rape. It's just a terrible situation. And, I want you guys to know that when I say that I condone what this guy did when he, killed the guy with his bare hands, I don't want you guys to think, I'm condoning murder, because I'm not. This is justice. This is something different. This is not murder. This is, like I said, this is justice at its finest. It's an eye for an eye. Honestly, like I said, the guy could have probably got worse, and it would have been, no problems at all. But, I mean, seriously, to those of you people that don't really understand exactly, how I mean that it's justice and it's the right thing to do, when you have kids, you will understand that there is nothing more precious in this world than a child's innocence. When a child comes, like when my son came up to me one time and his buddy brought a freaking Playboy to school and he was like, "Hey Dad," and I was like, "What's up, man?" And he's like, "Did you know a vagina kind of looks like a butt, but it's on the front?" And I was like, "Yeah, buddy, yeah, it does, it does." And I'm thinking, like, it's a child's innocence that makes this world worth living. And like when a kid can sit there and look at a vagina, and the first thing he thinks of is it looks like a butt, he doesn't think he's looking at anything bad. Because I taught my son to grow when he's growing up that, the human body is nothing to be ashamed of. Don't be ashamed of, looking at girls, checking her out, whatever. But just try to be a little bit more discreet with doing it. Because one time we were at a goddamn restaurant and the waitress was right there in front of us, and I swear to God, I was like, "Oh my God, please don't do it." And he was like, "Dad," and I was like, "What?" He's like, "The waitress has really big titties." And she looked at him and she started smiling. It was funny. She did have some really big knockers. Like, I was gonna point it out to him afterwards, but I wait for the waitress to walk away from the table. But it's things like this, a child's innocence to the world, that is the most precious thing possible. And when you go ahead and you ruin that, that is not even a crime against humanity. That is a crime against nature. That's like, how everybody says, like, how can you hate a kitten? How can you hate a puppy? Like I said the other day, I love puppies. Everybody loves puppies. You want to know why? It's just because it's the innocence, the fucking innocence that comes along with having a child there, with having, something that doesn't have any experience in the world, and it's fucking amazing. And that's just one thing, is why I think that people that destroy that type of innocence deserve to die. You deserve to be killed. And it's not murder, it's justice. And I want to fucking thank the goddamn, grand jury of Texas. I want to thank the cops in Texas that didn't arrest the guy. I want to thank everybody that supported this man. Because without this man, a lot of us would just, think that things like this, child molestation happens and that's how the world is. No, it's not. And it shouldn't be that way. So, you know what? I think, justice was done here. The guy learned his lesson. He has to live with the fact that he killed a man with his bare hands for the rest of his life. And that right there, on a good soul, is enough for a person to have as a punishment. So, my name's Jay, More Than After Kill. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to see you guys later.